When you pick up your AusVenture motorhome at the beginning of your holiday adventure, you'll receive a comprehensive hands-on run-through of all the features and operating procedures of the motorhome. This video provides the opportunity to familiarise yourself with your motorhome. The 4-berth AusVenture Euro has been custom built on a Mercedes Sprinter chassis, featuring a 2.1 double turbo diesel engine with 5-speed Triptonic automatic transmission. Fuel consumption is around 11 to 12 litres per 100 kilometres. The AusVenture Euro is 6.6 metres long, nearly 2.4 metres wide and just over 3 metres high. By comparison, Toyota's medium-sized SUV, the RAV4, is 4.5 metres long, 1.8 metres wide and just 1.7 metres high. That means the motorhome is somewhat higher than an SUV, and you need to keep an eye out for overhanging trees and signs. One other thing worth pointing out here, the rear of the motorhome extends nearly 2 metres beyond the rear axle. That means when you turn the vehicle, the rear swings out. You need to be mindful of that in tight situations. Let's go under the bonnet. To open, you need to pull the lever inside the cabin. Under the lip of the bonnet, there's a manual latch you push in to release, and you raise the bonnet with the other hand. There are 4 things to keep an eye on. On the driver's side at the back is the brake fluid container. In front of it, the coolant bottle. The blue cap in the front is the window washer reservoir. Also in the front is the oil level reader, the dipstick. The oil level should be between the 2 markers at the bottom of the stick. We send a litre of engine oil with you on your trip, but it's rarely required. Just inside the passenger door is where you'll find the lever that opens the bonnet. This area here is a storage compartment. Once you remove the lid with a coin or screwdriver, you'll find the tyre lever and jack. And outside the passenger door is the diesel inlet, which is secured when the door is shut. The spare wheel is housed underneath the rear of the motorhome, but we recommend you don't try and change it yourself. For your information, you gain access with the large wheel brace winding down the spare tyre housing. If you do have a flat, we suggest you get roadside assistance. We start our look inside, up front in the driver's seat. To start the engine, it's 2 movements of the key. To put the vehicle into gear, firstly push your foot on the brake. Then move the gear stick down from park at the top through the gears to drive. The Tectonic gearbox allows you to change gears manually, but you should be able to manage all driving conditions in automatic mode. There are 2 levers on the left-hand side of the steering wheel. The top one is cruise control, the lower is the windscreen wipers and turning indicators. The driving lights control is next to the key on the right. Turn right for driving lights, left for parking lights. The off position is in the middle. On the centre panel, you will find the air conditioning and heating controls. There's a radio with a CD player. You can find stations by pushing these buttons. The hazard light switch is prominently set in the centre. The seats in the Mercedes Sprinter are aerodynamic, offering a very comfortable ride which you can manage in a variety of ways. As you can see from this shot, the passenger seat turns around, so let's use the passenger seat to demonstrate. The round knob here moves the back of the seat forwards and backwards. This lever raises and lowers the seat. And this knob raises and lowers the front of the seat. To move the whole seat forwards and backwards, lift this lever. These are suspension seats, and you can control the settings. Higher numbers means a firmer ride. If you don't like the springiness of the seat, you can control it with this latch. Now let's demonstrate how to turn the passenger seat around. It's best to do this standing outside. At the bottom of the passenger seat are two levers, a small one and this bigger black one. Take the smaller lever towards the black one, then pull the black lever. While pulling it, turn the seat. Sometimes the seat needs to be pushed forward to enable it to turn around. When the seat is turned, it is still able to be adjusted for your comfort. You're not allowed to travel with the seat this way. It must be turned back and secured into the forward position. In the shot we showed earlier, you can see the front window blocked out. Each motorhome comes with window covers. It's easy to put in place. The silver side goes out. There are suction caps to keep it in place. You just push the wall to secure the cover to the front window. There are covers for the side windows too. To take down the window cover, reach in behind it to release the suction caps. Don't pull from the inside, the caps will come off. Your AusVenture motorhome comes with a full kit of utensils and bedding. There's two 40-volt mains power and 12-volt battery power. The stove and hot water are gas-fired, and there's a shower and toilet inside. The freshwater tank holds 100 litres and there's a 60-litre tank for grey water. The kitchen is neatly set out with a sink and stove on one side above the drawers and cupboards and the fridge and microwave oven opposite. Alvin from AusVenture will now show you round the kitchen, starting with the sink.
Small sink, small drain, small line, so try not to put food particles down it, and if it does start draining really slowly, that'll mean it's clogged up a bit. And what you do in that case is put a hose in, put a cloth around it, have someone hold it in while you send a burst of water through the like that. Now to operate the stove, you simply depress one of the buttons and press the striker and hold it for a minute till it lights. You can test it in the daylight by putting your hand above it. Be careful not to close the lid when the burner's going. It's not explode when you do that. To open the fridge, you simply lift the latch and pull it over. Now, in the fridge you have a light and you have a dial. The higher the numbers, the colder the fridge, and when the fridge is working you see this little green light here. Now should the fridge have a problem with it, and usually that problem would be with the power supply, a little red light will flash here and it's just saying, hey, I'm not getting enough power, can you get me a better source? Now to lock this fridge you need to make sure that you close the door and put a little pressure on there until you hear a click and that latch drops and that latches it, and when that latch is on, that door will not come open. Okay, and there's a latch on the top right here, and there's also a latch on the bottom, so it makes the fridge really secure.
Now Alvin will show us through the kitchen cupboards.
This cupboard here is actually a little slide-out pantry, good for small things and glasses. If the rattling that happens bothers you, you can simply wrap the items in towels. The next drawer here, first one down, is the cutlery drawer. Everything on the inventory is in there, and I think we've covered just about everything you might need. The second drawer down contains the crockery, bowls, plates, big plates, cups, teapot, storage, and ice tray. The last drawer is usually left open for storage. Now in the middle here we have a door, and in behind that door there's a little wash bowl, there's wash up material, there's a cutting board, tumblers, wine glasses, and a coffee press. Tea kettle for the gas stove, tea kettle for when you're plugged into mains power, toaster for when you're plugged into mains power. Okay. These doors latch this way. You push the button in to latch them. You push the button in and let it pop out to unlatch it. Pots and pans, and this is a little toaster that works on the gas stove, not the same electric toaster, but. And down here we have, they store the TV.
We'll run through the TV installation shortly. The AusVenture motorhomes are designed to function comfortably in either powered campgrounds or in a free camping spot in the middle of nowhere. The two house batteries give you 12-volt power, which means if you aren't connected to the mains, the 240-volt power supply, the microwave, the toaster, the air conditioner, and other electrical appliances won't operate. But the stove, the fridge, the TV and the lights will work when you're free camping. The house batteries, by the way, are recharged by the motorhome's engine while you're driving. And to maintain your comfort while free camping, you have a kettle for the stove and a toaster that works with the gas.